Hello, everybody, and welcome to Truth Talks. We are brought to you by Gay Life Television and the GLCC here in Pittsburgh. I'm Lain.
I'm Lyndsey.
And welcome if you are tuning in for the first time. Thanks for joining us. And if you are always watching us, that's fantastic. Thank you for coming back. So we're just going to jump into things real quick here. If you watch the show all the time, you know that we kind of run down everything that the GLCC, which is the Gay and Lesbian Community Center here in Pittsburgh.
Which is what he's going to do now.
Yeah. Thank you. I got that.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Anywho, so when I'm listing all of these different activities and events off, if you miss something, you can always call the GLCC at 412-422-0114, or you can email them, info@glccpgh.org, or you can stop down, and that's 210 Grant Street, and that's in Pittsburgh, PA, and it's right off of Boulevard of the Allies, and right next to the, well, not right next to, it's like a block away from the First Street T-station, so you really don't have any problems getting there. Starting off, the first Saturday of every month is the Spectrum 18 Plus night, and that is from 6 to 9. You can come down there, just kind of chill out. They usually have some sort of music going on, games, whatever, just hang out with your friends. The fourth Saturday is game night, and that is from 6 to 9. That is all ages, and Tim Hernandez is usually there kind of being the MC for the evening. He will bring in all kinds of weird games, some games you have heard of, some games you haven't, but they're all fun. And again, that's all ages. The second Sunday is men's night, which is 21 plus. If you don't like going out to bars, you just kind of want to hang out and chat with some different folks just like you. That is 21 plus, and that is from 1 to 4. The first and third Sunday is women's night, which is basically the same gist as men's night, 21 plus, 1 to 4. And these are all free unless I dictate otherwise. You know, you can always come in and donate because that's how we operate, so that's always welcome. The third Sunday is the potluck and movie night, 6 to 9. The movie changes obviously month to month. You can always go on the website to check out what movie is coming up, or you can call the center to see what it is. It's usually family friendly. And again, that is a potluck as well, so bring your favorite dish and hang out with some cool, awesome people. Mondays is belly dancing with Pixie, and that is from 7 to 9 p.m. And the class is for everybody of all skill levels in belly dancing. It's a great way to exercise and meet other people and learn some awesome dance routines. That is $10 per person, and it's totally worth it because the classes are usually pretty small, so it's almost like having a one-on-one dance lesson. Tuesdays and Fridays is Real Time with Lain, and that is through PERSAD. That's under 24 from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. You can come down there. Let's see here. Tuesday and Thursday, as always, is the PERSAD Safe Space at 4 o'clock, and Fridays at 5, so you can come down, hang out with kids your own age, kind of get away from the whole high school hustle and bustle, because high school sometimes sucks. So you can come down there. It is a safe space.
Sometimes?
Yeah, I had some fun times in high school.
I suppose that's true.
There.
Okay, continue. Sorry.
And the safe space is always is also Fridays at 5 o'clock. Wednesdays, as always, is the Say Yes drop-in for homeless youth, 25 and under, 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. You can come down there. You can get resources, get back on your feet. Homeless youth, 25 and under. Pizza. You can find yourself someplace to live, you can find yourself a job, you can get your GED, all that good stuff. Clothes. Obviously, totally free. Yeah, clothes. There's a ton of clothes there. We also have,
there is, like a lot.
Yeah, blankets and coats that you're going to start needing now because it's actually starting to get cold, except for today. Every other Wednesday, check the GLCC calendar, is yoga. That is 5:30 to 6:30. There's also a free clinic, and that is on Wednesdays, and that's for regular healthcare and trans healthcare for the underinsured or the not insured, which is a fantastic resource to have.
Yes.
You can call in there and you can schedule an appointment, or you can just walk in, and that is from 12 to 3, same as the Say Yes, and that is Wednesdays. Thursdays, as always, is HIV testing, free from 5 to 9 p.m. a lot of different ways to get to the GLCC, so you don't really have any reason not to come down there. It's free testing. Thursday.
If you're sexually active, if you have previously or are continuing intravenous drugs, or if you've been with somebody who's used intravenous drugs, I mean, you should just go and get tested. It's kind of really important. So I'm sorry, I just feel the need to reiterate that.
It's okay. The first Thursday is the Crafter Circle. That is from 6 to 9 p.m. You can always check the website. There's a calendar there, and you can see what kind of activities are going on, or if you have a suggestion for a certain craft that you want to do or that you want to teach, you can always get in touch with somebody and maybe teach a class. Thursdays, third Thursdays, book club 7 to 9 on Fridays. That's third Thursdays, book club 7 to 9. I can't read. Fridays, as always, is the GLCC Youth Drop-In, and that's ages 14 to 18, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. You can check Facebook for any of these activities. We also have something called Nexus, and that is for the 50-plus crowd. They're always out and around in Pittsburgh doing something. They can't sit still. And that is facebook.com/NexusPGH for their schedule. So check it out. There's a ton of stuff going on.
There is. Actually, speaking of youth, there is a story that I just happened to stumble upon that I wanted to mention, but I'm going to do that as soon as we come back.
Welcome back.
I'm Lyndsey still.
I'm Lain still.
No, he's not. But anyway, okay. So, story that I was telling you about. So, there was a gay student at a... Okay, nonetheless, he's going to lose his virginity on stage for the sake of the arts. Awesome. So, just a little backstory. He's 19. Oh, I'm sorry. He's an art student at Central St. Martin's College of Arts and Design in London. His name's Clayton. Not going to give you his last name, but that's him. That's him. And he's a cute dude, but he plans to have gay sex as opposed to, I mean, I don't know.
It's
He's
sex.
going to have sex with a dude in front of a crowd of between 50 and 100 people, okay? And it's for a project called Art School Stole My Virginity. That is a very literal interpretation of that, considering he's a virgin. He and his anonymous partner, they will have sex not just for a little bit until they both get blue balls and then go. They're going to completion. Both completion, not that one-sided deal. And then they're going to hold a Q&A with the audience afterwards. So they're going to do it. I don't think they're going to clean up. I feel like they should.
They should, but maybe it's going to be like, I don't even know.
Maybe at the end, I don't know. There were no details, nonetheless. But if this weren't in London, I probably still wouldn't go because I'm pretty sure the tickets are going to be expensive.
And what if it's like only a 15-second show?
That's true. If he was a virgin, then it could be a two-pump thing. Two-pump show. But anyways, I just wanted to share that because I thought that was awesome and brave. But he did, like, I do have a quote that he said, like, as to his reasoning behind it. And I quote, thank you for those quotations. I've held on to my virginity for 19 years, and I'm not throwing it away lightly. Basically, it's like I'm losing the stigma around virginity. I want the audience to see if anything has changed between me and my partner. Since culturally we do hold quite a lot of value to the idea of virginity, I've decided to use mine and the loss of it to create a piece that I think will stimulate interesting debate and questions regarding the subject. I mean, so there's going to be 50 to 100 people in this room while dude and his boy do it on stage for, I don't know, anywhere from 30 seconds to 15 minutes. I don't really know. But, I mean, I would assume. And then they're going to answer some questions about it. I'm just curious as to what kind of questions people would ask.
I don't know. I have a question, though.
What's your question?
Has anybody ever done this before?
Yes! Actually, well, not that. Well, I'm sure they have, like in like Amsterdam and like.
Well, that's different.
That's different. because they get paid, like, it's not for art, but there is somebody else who did do something similar. But it was last year. It was a 21-year-old Brazilian girl named Catarina. I can't say her last name, so I'm not going to. But she actually auctioned off her virginity for $780,000.
Whoa.
And whenever she had an interview with the Huffington Post, the whole plan was created she decided on this whole thing because of a documentary called Virgins Wanted. But nonetheless, she decided that she felt victimized, so she never actually got the money or had sex. So it was more of a...
$780,000.
Who would pay $780,000 to sleep with a virgin?
I think I got like a pack of crackers and a bottle of water. I should have held out a little longer.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, all I'm saying is, especially when you're like a chick, why would anybody pay for that? One, it's potentially going to be bloody. Two, I'm sorry, this is a family show. I'm moving on.
Let's move on.
Yes.
Want me to get this next one? Okay, so in Germany, they are now going to allow parents to choose no gender for babies on birth certificates. So, it's going to kind of make things a little bit easier for those babies that are born intersexed or parents that just kind of want to let their kids grow up and decide on what gender they feel. Yeah. So it's going to take the pressure off parents to commit themselves to a gender immediately after birth. With the only thing that I think might get kind of like wonky is naming a kid. Maybe not.
What about Pat?
Oh, no.
I know that's not true because I know a lot of girls with boy names and vice versa.
Right.
Like, I know girls named Kennedy and I know boys named Kennedy.
Right. I just hope that they will make that easy to do if they want to change the name down the road.
Like Tony. Tony is a...
Yeah. But usually...
Look at all the babies.
That's a lot of babies.
Look at them, they're so cute.
So, with babies reportedly born without determinable genitalia at a rate of 1 in every 1,500, and many intersex individuals not exhibiting characteristics until later in life, this will, ease that whole thing. This will be the first time that law acknowledges that human beings who are neither male or female or both. It happens. It exists.
It does. It's like it's a legitimate thing.
Yeah, it happens more often than people think. Mm-hmm. Earlier this year, the United Nations condemned normalization surgery, citing research that surgeries aiming to create an either anatomically male or female body for intersex infants often leads to more harm than help.
That is true.
I mean, if your parents or a doctor decides what gender you are, and then, a couple years down the road, you come out as transgender at that point in time or whatever, it complicates things exponentially because they can't have corrective surgery now because... it's a whole mess. So Germany's move follows in the footsteps of Australia, which became the first country to begin allowing the third gender option, which is an X, on passports in late 2011. So that's pretty fantastic.
We agree.
Good job, Australia and Germany.
Yeah, seriously, Germany? Good for you, man. Good way to redeem yourself.
Right?
I shouldn't have said that. Anyway.
Redeem themselves. From what?
Nothing.
Exactly. No shame, Germany.
I'm sorry, I'm not a fan of the food. Okay, I said it.
I love German food.
I'm not a fan. It's like every time I go into the Hofbrauhaus, I just gag because it smells.
Not even Spätzle?
I don't even know what that is.
It's like noodles, dumplings. They're really good. They're like buttery, or you can have it with cheese sauce on it.
Do they smell weird?
No. It's noodles!
Well,
it's like German noodles.
Saying. I'm sorry, I'm just picky. Well, I'm not even that picky.
What about
sauerkraut? We're not arguing about this right now because we're talking about something else.
Yeah.
Go.
So, we all know about this stupid Westboro Baptist Church over in Kansas, right?
No, we don't know about them at all. It's all that we complain about them, like, at least twice a month or anything. Rude. Anyway, continue.
So anyway, the house across from this church was bought a couple of years ago, correct?
I believe it was last year.
Was it last year? Yeah, okay, but it's called the Equality House. It's the Equality House.
It's rainbow.
It's the Equality House.
Yeah, a dude named Aaron bought it. Aaron Jackson. Mm-hmm. He's like the president of Planting Peace. It's a nonprofit. Duh. Mm-hmm. But nonetheless, they held a drag show there the other day, and it did fantastically well.
That's awesome. I would have gone to that.
I would have
Totally.
gone to that too.
That's amazing. Like 150 people came and packed this lawn, and the lawn's not very big
No, it's not.
at all. It's like just a typical like little driveway and a little patch of land, and huge crowd.
And it's rainbow.
Yeah,
I
totally.
just like all of the colors. But the Equality House, the whole reason for this was they bought the house across from Westboro Baptist Church to be like Westboro Baptist Church. Calm down.
Yeah.
And now they're going to start doing drag shows more regularly now that it's done so well. So
That's great.
Good. I agree.
So did you hear that 2 of the granddaughters of Fred Phelps totally broke off from the church, and now they're on this huge crusade to undo?
The world better?
Yeah, kind of. The one granddaughter said, I don't want to slander my grandfather, whatever it is, but I realized that everything that we did was completely wrong and horrible, and they suck. And I think what I do when I grow up is either become an actress or a blueberry farmer. Who says that?
I mean, clearly somebody who enjoys acting and
blueberries. Maybe you could
They're
just do.
They're antioxidants. They're very good for you. If you're going to be an actress, you might as well have a blueberry farm to keep up with your young parents.
Right, it's way out there, blueberry farmer. I don't think that's on a.
What? Hi, Hawaii. Good for you, bro.
Good
I was
job.
totally off topic, but I was just thinking about it. But it's not 100% passed yet. It just went through the Senate.
First hurdle's gone.
Yes, which is a big step.
Yeah, I think they're gonna do it.
I think they're gonna do it too. It's Hawaii. I
Yeah.
mean, it's like even if they're just they're like, oh well, morally speaking, why not the money, dude? Do you understand?
It's a destination.
It is a destination, and it's an expensive destination. I'm sorry, but there are a multitude of people who I know who would have loved to get married in Hawaii. But you know where they got married instead? Other tropical islands down here, not over here. This is Hawaii. This is all the other ones.
Yeah.
It makes more sense to me because I guess I should go this way. Because now it looks more like a map.
No, it doesn't look like a map at all. It just looks like your semaphore flags landing planes. I know.
But yeah, so that passed through the Senate, so that's going on. It's moving over to the next hurdle, so good luck, guys.
Yeah.
We have faith in the situation.
I just don't have faith in Pennsylvania.
Or Nebraska.
Anywho, so Nebraska.
Yes.
Ryan, a guy named Ryan, because that's a lot of letters right there. Allegedly.
Langenegger.
What's that?
Langenegger.
Langenegger.
I can't say his last name.
Yeah, he was attacked after defending his gay friends.
He's a straight dude.
Yeah.
Who was beat up because he was sticking up. Look at how messed up this dude is.
That's crazy. Okay, so he and his 2 friends were eating at Omaha's Pepper Jack's Grill in the Old Market, and one of his friends, Gellinger, was dressed in drag at the time that they were eating. Long story short, while these 3 dudes were eating, another group of 3 dudes were watching them eat. That's just creepy status. One dude stood up, was standing like 2 feet away from Gellinger, and kept acting like he was going to do something.
Yeah,
So,
well, he was. What had happened was, Jacob and his bros, or I'm sorry, Ryan, the one dressed in drag, his name is Jacob, were hanging out
over here.
And then these dudes over here, the one stood up and was standing right behind Jacob and was like, I'm gonna do it. Should I do it? Should I do it? Should I do it? Do what? Do a jig? I don't know. Apparently, but they didn't do anything. But they eventually they were like, all right, well, we're just gonna leave then,
Yeah.
because you're keep saying you're gonna do something.
So we're just going to escape this whole situation.
Yes.
But
dudes followed them and were, long story short, 3 dudes followed them out of the restaurant, and then they were screaming profanities. And okay. Nonetheless, somebody said something very hurtful to Jacob, the one who was dressed in drag, and then Ryan was like, dude, I think that's enough. And then these 3 guys beat the mess out of
Ryan.
Ryan.
Yeah. He had, 2 chipped teeth, a gash on his forehead.
Yeah.
But he got a swing in, right?
Yeah, he got 2 chipped teeth, a giant gash on his forehead, and a series of bruises. But yeah, he got his swing in. And it's just... I just can't take the violence. Like, why do I feel the need to, like, let everybody know that all this violence has been happening? Do you realize that almost every show we've had within the past couple months, there's been somebody who's gotten murdered, beat up, something?
But the thing is that, you know, this has been going on forever, but now it's actually getting recognized that this is a freaking problem.
It is a problem.
Which, it's bad, but it's good that it's getting publicity just because people realize how stupid they are being by doing this kind of crap. It's asinine. Who does it benefit? You? Good job. You can punch things. That's great.
Everybody needs, all I'm saying is, people, I'm just going to say one thing because sometimes I ramble. Nowadays, everybody turns a shy eye to what's going on. They just pretend like they're not seeing anything going on. But people need, like Ryan, he stuck up for his friend when he didn't have to, but he did. There needs to be more people like that. I mean, granted, he kind of got a little bit beat up because of it, but he still did the right thing. I mean, especially strangers. Like, if you see somebody, if you see somebody in the street who's like clearly being attacked either verbally or physically, does anybody ever stop to help? Not usually. Not unless it's a girl fight, in which case all types of people come circling around.
But they don't do anything.
No, they don't do anything. Well, sometimes they do just to cop a feel, like, discreetly.
Regardless, it's wrong.
Just, everybody needs to start being nicer to each other.
And just chill out. Just chill out. Eat your food.
It's a beautiful day here in Pittsburgh, so I'm going to go for a walk after the show.
All right, then.
Probably going to go and get a couple shots.
All right. So, thank you for joining us here at Truth Talks. We want to thank everybody out there who is watching us on Roku and Justin.tv and MondoClub.com and Samsung Smart TV and LG TV. Thank you so much. We appreciate you tuning in.
If you want to talk to us via Facebook, facebook.com/gaylifetv, or you can do the whole tweet thing at GLTE. And yeah, just get at me. Oh, and you obviously go to gaylifetelevision.com because that is where you can find all the information you want, how to contact us. There's a lot of good stuff on there, a lot of good shows. So that's gaylifetelevision.com.
Yes.
Television, not TV. Television. Okay, see you later. Bye. Thanks for stopping in.